Hey, my name is Wes, and this is me throwing 25 pounds of clay at one time. The way I'm going to start is I'm going to put clay down and then I'm going to center it. Then I'm going to dry the top off, press some more clay into it, and then center that on top. It's a lot easier than putting 25 pounds on at one time and trying to center it. It's really the idea of divide and conquer. I did see a friend who did do 25 pounds of clay, and she put it all on there in a big ball at one time, and she was much shorter, much smaller than me, and she fought it for so long that by the time she was able to get the walls up, it was really fatigued. So I decided that I was going to save myself some time and do it piece by piece. And now that I have it completely centered, my next move is to make the well, or the first punch to form the walls. What I do is I use my right hand as a tool for my left, so I use the middle finger on my right hand and I apply almost all of my pressure with my left. This keeps you from overextending or overexerting on that one hand. It's really a good way to save your one hand from burning out, because I know that I've finished before, and just those carpals in your wrist just really start to burn. But once you have it centered, the next thing to do is to start moving the clay upwards. You want to start getting that cylindrical shape. In a second here, you're going to see me try and do a pull that is unusual. I do a heel pull here, then I use my thumb on the next one, which is my most natural. And here I get tricky. I see that the thumb didn't really work, so I went to the knuckle, and as you can see, I ended up shredding off more clay than I moved up at the time. I go back to my thumb. At this point, you start to see that my pulls are not having the same effectiveness. They're not getting as much height, and that's probably due to the fact that, one, it's getting thinner, but also I'm starting to fatigue it. I'm really pushing the clay body to its limit at this point. Having so much water and so much weight and so many pulls can only go so far before the clay starts to fight back. So at this point, you're going to want to look out for spirals or anything else that would just lead to abnormalities or defects in the clay that could lead to it collapsing on itself. Now I'm gonna have to apologize in advance. Sadly, sometimes my camera is on in filming, and sometimes my camera is what I think on in filming, and we're gonna see an example of when I think it's on in filming but is in reality not. I'm gonna pull this form a little bit further, but then I'm gonna start doing the real forming stages. You see it here, I kind of start bulging the body out. I kind of wanted to go for a large, pompous, kind of big item, and it ended up looking like this. Again, I apologize. My camera, which I thought was filming, was in reality not filming at all. I look over and it's not even on, so I'm gonna have to say I'm sorry for that. But continuing on, I do have footage for the rest. What you're going to see for the rest of the video is me kind of pushing the form out, just kind of exaggerating that bulbous kind of big, hardy vessel look. And it's at this point you have to be really careful on how far you push it. really the places that you're going to want to watch are going to be the neck and the shoulder. The neck because it rests on the shoulder and it's a lot of torque, and the shoulder because it's thinner because I didn't really plan ahead for this particular shape, so I was really pushing my luck on it. But here I decide that you know, I pushed it enough, it's starting to wobble. You can see a partial starting of a collapse, but I decided, you know, put a few doodles in there, just having a good time, truly. Because if you can't have a good time doing pottery, then what are you doing on the wheel in the first place? And this has been Finesse West, and I just want to say thank you for watching my video, and have a great day, and have some fun on the wheel.
How long?